If you own a local business or are responsible for the marketing of a local business, then this video has been made specifically for you. At American Media Studios, we work specifically with small business owners to reach targeted audiences in their local area to generate profitable leads. In the process of doing this, we work with many different businesses across a variety of industries. An observation that we have made through working with local businesses is this: what works in one place will work well in another. Now, when I say local businesses, I mean businesses that either have brick-and-mortar locations, where people actually come to your location, or that have a service area and they go and visit customers at their location. But what I'm going to share with you applies to any business. So even if you are watching this and you own an e-commerce business, or you own a company that services nationally, or multiple franchises in different areas, the strategy and concepts are still the same. Please do keep that in mind. Principles of marketing are universal. We know what works and what it takes to generate profitable leads. The reason that we created this video, Understanding Effective Local Marketing, is because when we meet with a business owner or the person responsible for the marketing of a company, their first question is often, where do I start? There are so many choices available today for the business owner to reach an audience. There is YouTube, Facebook, Google AdWords, or there's blog posting, live events, networking, Yellow Pages, newspapers, television, billboards, and the list just goes on and on. While there are places on the internet that you can go in order to learn the how-tos of all these avenues, what you really need is a strategy. That is why I want to start with an overview of the process, to help you gain an understanding of what makes effective local marketing. There are a lot of options to start with, and plenty of things pulling at your attention that seem like they'll be effective. Think Kudzu, Trustdale, Yelp, starting a membership site, or LinkedIn. However, you need to remember that there are just 3 main components for local marketing success. These are traffic, conversion, nurture. Those are the areas that you need to work inside of. Now we are going to go over each one of these in just a moment. For some businesses, you may have a strong traffic side, or a strong nurture side, or even both. But if you don't have a balanced mix of all 3, then you will not achieve the maximum return on your marketing investment. The reality is this: for local marketing, you must have a plan for all 3 of these to work together. When balance of these 3 areas is achieved, the growth is exponential. When these activities are part of a plan, then this growth is sustainable, scalable, and profitable. Let's look at these 3 components in some detail. First, let's look at traffic. What is traffic? Don't let the internet confuse you. The concept of traffic has existed long before there were ever web pages put online. Long before Google, Bing, or Yahoo existed, traffic was the way that customers or potential customers would know your business exists and what your business has to offer. Where does traffic come from? Where can it come from today? It can come from paid digital traffic, such as Facebook ads or Google AdWords. It can come from organic traffic for things that you create on your website. For instance, someone performs a search and is able to find that content without you having to pay for the click. Your business does not have to pay, thus it is organic. It can come via word of mouth. Referrals are extremely strong for local business. A top goal is to get to word of mouth referrals. They are the best sources of new clients, and they are often the most profitable. In order to get to referrals, we first have to get to clients. To have happy clients, and they need referral programs in order to facilitate that in a profitable way. And of course, you ought to be marketing to the current client base. One thing that is forgotten many times is that marketing does not end when a client is acquired. It simply shifts into a new strategy. That new strategy is nurturing clients into new relationships, augmenting into other services and referrals. That is where the real revenue comes from. Marketing to the current client base. The front-end transaction of acquiring a new client is very expensive. If your business only exists there, it is going to struggle. Again, if your business only exists in a front-end first transaction, then your business is going to struggle. You're going to constantly be stressed and overwhelmed with your marketing, and nothing will seem to work. Now you may be saying to yourself, this sounds great, but I don't have anything additional to offer to my clients for added sales. You may not realize it, but I can assure you that you do have additional products or services that you could sell into. Next is conversion. What is conversion? Simply put, conversion is when a customer's interest or curiosity turns them into a lead. There are multiple conversions that are going to take place in the client cycle. The first conversion that must take place is the inquiry conversion. This can take place via a phone call or email. Conversions must be measurable, especially online marketing conversions. Conversions must always be measurable. We should be able to track any email or phone call that came in. There are several ways to go about doing this type of thing inside of Google Analytics, specifically by creating goals. With paid traffic platforms, we can set up something called conversion tracking. And once again, that happens through Google Analytics. But even if you don't run paid traffic for your business, you can still set up goals in Google Analytics to track that taking place. It is the best way to take the pulse of your business, to keep it going, and understand what is happening. Let's move on to lead nurturing. What is this? It is the process which converts leads into sales. There must be a process in place. You should not expect it to automatically happen because it won't. The reason a lot of businesses find themselves in a situation where they are getting referrals but they wish they had more, and they struggle. You want referrals to happen on their own, and for them to feel organic, you need to have a process in place to support that. Of course, you need to attract the right leads to begin with. You need to build a strategy. But you may think that once a prospect has performed a desired action, such as making a phone call, opting into an email list, or submitting an information request, that your marketing has ended. Not so. You want nurturing in mind at the beginning of the marketing process. How will we nurture a lead? How will we get that lead? Who is that lead? Lead nurturing should be your goal before you pay a single dollar for marketing. Digital marketing can play a huge role in nurturing. For instance, Content Relationship Management, CRM software, allows you to scale your communication. Examples of this software are Constant Contact, Aweber, MailChimp, and Infusionsoft. This software allows for remarketing. Someone comes to your website, then leaves, and they begin seeing your ads displayed across the internet. That is remarketing. It is just another lead nurturing tactic. Lead nurturing should never stop. The objective of marketing is to acquire customers. You want to acquire that front-end customer and convert them into a client. A client is someone that is under your care. Like a CPA or doctor, you are advising them on what to do. You are not simply an order taker. If they are merely a customer, then you are an order taker. Now, the relationship may begin like that, or may be perceived like that, but your goal is to continually nurture that relationship into a client. It is far less expensive for an existing client to reorder from you than it is to acquire an order from a new buyer. Your marketing becomes more profitable when you realize the importance of marketing to your current client base. Again, it is marketing to your existing client base that makes your business profitable. Continually reaching out and acquiring new clients is necessary, but there must be a lead nurturing process installed. Now, for some businesses, you may say that you are not legally allowed to follow up. There are strategic ways around this, and I haven't yet met a business that we couldn't implement a strategy for nurturing leads. You must always be thinking about it. How do we increase the amount of the sale being done? How do we get recurring sales? And how do we go about facilitating referrals? You must put attention to that. It will not happen on its own. Another question that we are asked regularly is, what does it cost to manage my marketing? Over the course of working with local businesses, I have come to realize that there are two areas that a local business needs to be concerned about. There are two sides of cost in marketing: create and manage. Everything begins in the creation side and then moves into management. So depending on when we meet a business owner, we first identify which phase they are in. Is it the creation side or the management side? Those businesses that already have a plan in place are on the management side. That is to say, there is AdWords history to review or a Facebook account with ad history to see what is going on. There are direct mail reports and telephone call tracking, or CRM information for new leads being generated. Without those kinds of assets in place, the business is still in the creation side. So let's walk through the steps that we implement with the companies that we work with to bring them into a profitable digital marketing program. First is analysis. Everything begins with taking an inventory of what tactics are being utilized and developing an understanding of where you are at. We have all of our new prospects come through an analysis sequence where they must fill out a form on various questions. We analyze this, do our research, put our notes together, connect with you for a live phone call, verify information, ask a few questions, and go deeper. This cues us into what is working, what is not working, what you would like to accomplish, and even what makes you competitive in your marketplace. Then we introduce a strategy. This strategy must be created with the end in mind. As I mentioned, the end in mind is lead nurturing. That is where all of this is headed. This doesn't happen accidentally. It happens with a strategy. Once the strategy is outlined, we get to work. We begin by creating visibility in different areas. Think about this. How can we attract any clicks, conversions, or interest if you are not showing up in search results? Step 1 is to get visible and to get your local business actually showing up in search results. Next is to address the 3 areas of visibility that every small business needs to focus on to maximize their online visibility. Mobile optimization. Having a mobile-friendly website is critical, and sites that aren't optimized for phones or tablets experience drastic declines in search visibility. Integrated campaigns. You always want to place your company's message where your ideal customer's eyes are looking, whether it's social media, in search, or across the internet on their favorite websites. Tapping just one resource isn't enough. With the right message and a good mix of video, blogging, and social media, you'll be able to position yourself as the authority in your area and be the answer to your customers' needs when they need your product or service. Paid search. Paid search is when you advertise within the sponsored listings of a search engine like Google, Bing, or Yahoo, or a network of partner sites. You pay either each time your ad is clicked, pay-per-click, PPC, or when your ad is displayed. Cost per impression, CPM. Once visibility is established, then we can move into the management of the actions taking place. This phase begins with attracting. You see, visibility is a good starting point, but from visibility, we must attract the right market. We want to make sure that when you show up in the search results, that we are saying the right things in order to attract the right people to engage with your business. The last thing that we want to do is bring in opportunities that simply spin your wheels, that just want to spend the lowest amount possible, or the worst kind that end up asking for refunds and actually costing you money. Think about this. If the only goal was visibility, that all I wanted was to get on the first page of Google and have people know about what I had to offer, then that would be enough to be able to grow my business. If that worked, then I would say save money on the website, just go rent a billboard, and you will have immediate visibility. That should work, right? Wrong. That is a fallacy of chasing SEO without understanding conversion and nurture. Attraction is where vital areas such as copywriting, split testing, and landing pages come into play. These are the practices that are learned as we begin to manage your visibility and attract in the right kind of traffic. It is from that attraction that someone sees something, someone is attracted to it, and moves forward into your website. We have to then convert that attraction into an opportunity. Conversion can take place when a potential client takes a specific action as a result of a resonating message that addresses a specific need or desire. This action can take many forms, including a click to request information, a telephone call, or a customer walking into your store. The goal is conversion. We show up, attract the right audience, and convert that audience into a lead. Let's return to visibility, specifically in terms of search. There are 3 types of search marketing that are critical for local businesses to focus on: paid traffic, local search, organic. We'll start by focusing on paid traffic. Everything starts with a search, which is to say, someone is proactively looking for something. So right now, whatever it is that you do with your business, there are people that today, maybe this very moment, are searching for your type of products and services. But if you are not showing up in search results, it is as if you don't exist. This is where Google AdWords or Bing or Yahoo advertising come in. Logistically, every time a query is submitted into a search engine, a SERP, search engine results page, comes up. Paid traffic shows up at the top of the SERP. The ads that are seen here are based on specific keywords in search queries that are bid upon. Remember, visibility is a good starting point, but we have to attract. Several ads could show up on the same page, but that does not mean that they will be clicked on. We want to be able to attract traffic from the right audience, and this is where split testing and optimizing come in. We work to optimize the ads to draw in a high amount of clicks, which are funneled into a specific landing page for a specific offer. That is paid traffic. Next is local search. These are the results in the middle of the page, sometimes with a star rating. These are Google My Business account listings. They are free. You can set up your listing at business.google.com. These information points featuring your business can also be directed to appear on Google Maps when a potential customer is near your business. This is also where you can direct people to leave honest reviews about their experience with your business at your Google My Business listing. That is local search. Third is organic traffic, and it is free. It is free in the sense that if someone conducts a search and sees your business as a result in the SERP, then there is no cost to the business for the click. Local search is actually a very specific type of organic search, but here we want to focus on general organic search, which relies heavily on content. As I said, organic is free. However, there is a cost associated with creating the content. Even if you yourself are writing the content for a blog or for different parts of your site, there is still the time investment. So no matter what, there will be a cost for the production of the content. The question is this: are you able to monitor what content resonates with your potential customers? If you can't, then you are just throwing a lot of content against the proverbial wall and hoping that it sticks. Without monitoring, polling your audience, and testing your message, you are wasting your most finite of resources: time. This is usually the point when I hear the comment, shouldn't I be doing a little bit of everything? Facebook, YouTube, Google, Bing, Yahoo, Instagram ads, LinkedIn. There is nothing wrong with dabbling and trying things out, but I cannot emphasize this enough. There must be a strategy behind it. Otherwise, you are simply patching together a bunch of tactics, and all that you have is a mix of tactics without strategy or direction. And that will leave you frustrated and a very low return on your investment. A strategy or plan will allow you to gain direction in your marketing efforts, lower your stress levels, methodically grow your business, and enjoy a strong return on your investments in marketing. We use a process that we call the loop to create momentum in your marketing strategy. The loop consists of 3 areas: identify, test, refine. Momentum. Let's say that you have an idea or that you have come across a software tool or strategy that you would like to implement in your business. You think that it may be a good idea. Step 1, identify. Pick something that you believe would help you to grow your business. Don't get bogged down with overanalysis. Just pick something that you think would help your business gain momentum. Step 2, test. Actually follow through with what you identified in step 1. Give it a set period of time. After that time has passed, review how it worked and think of how it can be improved. Step 3, refine. Base your decisions moving forward on the performance during step 2 and other observations. Identify what worked, what did not, make changes based on what you learned, test again for a short period, identify and evaluate, make changes, test and refine. This is a continual process of improvement and gaining forward momentum. In the past few minutes, we have covered a lot of material. Don't let this overwhelm you. As we have discussed earlier, the process goes from analysis to strategy, to visibility, to attraction, then to conversion. We create, then we manage. That is how a successful local marketing program is put together. We want to identify where you are in the process now and what to do next. This presentation began by saying that if we were sitting down today, I would want to speak with you about the things that would be important to you as a local business owner that is just starting to utilize internet marketing. Or, if you have been in this for a while and you are not getting any traction, to identify where you are and help you move forward. Let's start with a simple foundation. I'd like to offer to you the opportunity to identify the next 5 steps that you need to take in the promotion of your business. Below this video, you will see an offer for our analysis. Take a look and click the button to start with your analysis questions. You will be prompted with the opportunity to select which analysis you would like to move forward with, and then we will connect live. Remember, if we do not hear from you and you move forward and you ever feel lost or stuck, I do want you to remember the identify, test, refine process. Pick something, put it to the test for a brief amount of time, look back at it, see the results, make adjustments. Pick something new about it, or figure out what to add or take away, and do it again. Do this at least 3 times, and then decide for yourself if it's right for you and your business. That is how you get momentum. Once again, take a look below at the link, and hopefully we will be talking with you again soon. Thank you.